So day 11 of the Depp versus the Sun case has just ended. Everyone has left the building for the day and planning on coming back tomorrow for another grueling day, especially for Heard, who had a horrible, horrible day. This is a recent picture of her leaving the courthouse. If she looks kind of defeated, it's for a very good reason. Depp's team grilled her for hours. She was on the stand all day. And it's funny because last week, on the second and third day of Depp sitting on the stand, I was like, ooh, that was a hard day for him. Well, it was a lot worse for her today. She got absolutely grilled by Depp's team. At one point, she broke out all the stops. Of course, tears flowed, all that stuff. My favorite point is when she was getting grilled so hard, she looked to the judge and said, "Can I ask a question?" And the judge said, "That's not how this works. This is a one-way process. You don't get to ask questions when you're on the stand. You get questions asked to you." When she got that response, she sat there kind of silent for a second. It was a brutal day. So if she looks kind of defeated in this picture, it's probably because she absolutely was. All of the stuff came out today, and she once again admitted to being the attacker a few times, and of course blaming Johnny, just like yesterday. That seems to be the go-to strategy here. It was Johnny's fault. It was Johnny's fault that I did that. Johnny made me do that. I did that because of Johnny. That's really the headlines that you're going to hear from just about everything in this case. It was Johnny's fault. Johnny made me do it. It's really fascinating. And then, well, when the grilling gets too hard, waterworks start, tears start flowing. Maybe that is the answer to winning this trial. I don't know, but it was not a good day for her. Very, very bad. I don't know where her legal advisory is, because I would have never admitted to putting my hands on him. That probably wasn't the best idea. But what's funny here is before this trial started, there were headlines like this. It's from July 7th. "Dear Johnny Depp, fire your lawyers. He should probably give them a raise because they have been doing a phenomenal job. Last week, they did a fantastic job. And so far this week, they're doing an even better job of dismantling everything that Heard has been saying. It's been fantastic to see this. I really wonder, I didn't know if he could win. I think he's got a pretty strong chance. Now, I don't want to say he will, right? If he ends up losing this, I'm going to be honest, I won't be surprised because, well, that's the system we live in. But at least this is going to cast a lot of doubt in people's minds about what she has said about him. She's admitted multiple times now to putting her hands on him and a lot more. And she still has like 1 or 2 more days to go. These are long days too. Hours of sitting on the stand. And if you think she looks like a mess, it's for good reason, because, man, Johnny Depp's lawyers really, really just dismantled her all day. So let's get into a couple of the things that have come out today. A couple of big things. One, there's apparently a second recording. I don't think that's going to come out till maybe tomorrow. I would imagine one of the bigger news sites will get a hold of that and release it. My guess will probably be the Daily Mail, who seems to get everything. We'll see what happens. I'd like to hear that. It sounded kind of spicy from the way they were going over it. Here's one other thing they went over. So this is a picture of Depp, Amber, and Keith Richards. I'm not sure who that is on the right offhand. She kind of looks like Amber Heard a little bit. So maybe that's her sister. I don't know. I'm going to be honest, I don't know who that is on the right. But this is Keith Richards. Right here, second to the left, is Amber Heard, and then Johnny Depp all the way to the left. What's going on here is apparently she has marks in this picture. I don't see any. And they ask her, "Is there any in this picture, Miss Heard?" And she says, "I'm not sure. I don't know." It's kind of a good example of what was going on here. She's basically getting tripped up. One of the big things that Johnny Depp's team kept pointing out as the day went on was that Amber kept changing her story. Like, for example, she tried to say that Johnny pushed Kate Moss and Kate Moss fell down apparently some stairs. Where is this testimony from Kate Moss then? Where is that? All this time, nothing. Don't forget, Amber paid a private investigator a lot of money to find dirt on Johnny Depp. 200-something people, I think he interviewed, found nothing, and was so shocked by all of the nice things that people said about him. He turned all of the stuff over to the Daily Mail. I don't know if that was because Amber Heard wouldn't pay him because he didn't find any dirt or what, but all that did was make him good. They also played the deposition tape, by the way. You know, the one where she's rolling her eyes and snacking on stuff and kind of just acting really smug. And I've always said, what I would do is roll that tape out and make sure to play it. They did that. They played the tape, so everyone got to see that. That's a huge blow to me because that deposition tape is terrible. Oh, she's like rolling her eyes and snacking and just smacking her gums and stuff. It's really disrespectful, and it makes her look really childish and foolish. It's a terrible tape. Terrible tape. So anyway, here's a picture of Johnny Depp and Kate Moss from the 90s. This was shown, I believe, or it's at least in the report that I have. By the way, I want to thank Tug, Umbrella Guy, for sending me some of this stuff. It was very helpful. Good channel, good dude. So check this out. This is what was said. Now we hear about what Miss Laws calls the stair incident, which Miss Laws says was, and I quote, very violent. Miss Heard says she was only ever pushy in defense of myself and my sister. Miss Laws says Heard spat at Depp. Heard answers, I never spit at anyone. Miss Laws said Heard threw a can of Red Bull at Depp's back. Heard answers, I don't even drink Red Bull. No. Miss Laws says Heard punched him in the face. Heard disagrees, or Heard agreed, actually, I'm sorry, and said, I did strike him that day in defense of my sister. Heard says the reason for this is I heard the rumor he pushed an ex down apparently some stairs. I think it was Kate Moss, pictured with Depp in the 1990s, as you can see here. That was fresh in my mind, so I reacted quickly. You know, it's funny is she says that was fresh in her mind, but could barely recall the name of who he apparently pushed. Where's Kate Moss's testimony? I'm really hoping that she comes forward and clarifies if this is true or not. And this is good to hear. This is really going to mess up Heard versus Depp, or Depp versus Heard, because now we know all of the stuff that she's going to have. Also, everything used in this trial will be used in that trial. So we'll get to see how consistent she keeps her stories. Because, as Miss Laws points out, puts it to her that this is the first time she ever mentioned Kate Moss in relation to this incident. For a second time, Miss Laws tells Heard, you are making this up as you go along. Miss Laws says there has been no mention of Moss in Heard's deposition, and she has never before said this was the reason she punched him during that incident. This is big information. And this is a consistent thing that happened today. Constantly, she was just kind of inserting these stories that weren't in her deposition. That's why it got rolled out, because what she said then was compared to what she was saying now. And it's not consistent, and it doesn't sound good. This is terrible. And I have to give a lot of credit to his legal team for catching all of this. They were really on fire today. It was some wild stuff. Like I said, little small bombshells like this, but compared to what we have gotten before, like, you know, the key to like Elon Musk getting a key and all this stuff, or like the assistant who says that she stole her story, stuff like that. That didn't come out today, but we did get tidbits like this, saying Kate Moss was there when she wasn't, when she's never been mentioned before. I've been covering this case and watching this other people cover this case for almost a year now, on and off, and Kate Moss has never been mentioned once. But she got mentioned today, and I'm imagining she's probably going to get called to the stand when the trial for Heard and Depp starts in Virginia or wherever that's happening. I got to find out because I intend to go. I'm going to try and get media badge and go watch that case, or however I can do it. I'm not sure how celebrity trial works, but I'm going to try and go and cover it. This is crazy stuff. Crazy stuff. So it was a lot of stuff like that today. A couple of headlines. She is, of course, denying that any of the stuff that she says happened to her is fabricated. Now, I forgot to update you guys on this, but the judge is apparently having all of the pictures and stuff checked for photoshopping to see if anything has been tampered with. I'm not sure if that's going to work out because the big speculation is that she used makeup to put those on her face. So that's the big speculation. But imagine if those come back with evidence of photoshopping. That would be crazy. She's also denying anything happened with Elon Musk. That's kind of funny considering considering people that work at the building that she and Johnny lived in have pretty much pointed out that he had his own key to the penthouse. Also, there was just the pesky images of them cuddled up in the elevator, stuff like that. I don't believe her. I think her and Musk for sure were definitely 100% having an affair. Elon Musk also offered 24/7 security for her. So, I mean, that's just what good friend zone guys do, right? That's just what they do. So that's really it. There's a lot of stuff, but I can't possibly cover every single little thing that happened in this 7 to 8 hour case. Like, it's just too much. A lot of it was kind of small stuff. I've pretty much, I think, gotten you guys the key stuff. I think the Kate Moss thing is really interesting, considering that's the first time this ever came out. Like, you're not supposed to do that, and I don't think her lawyers I don't think anyone's buying it. So that was kind of stupid because now Kate Moss is 100% going to be called and subpoenaed to come to court. And if she denies that happened, if she says that's a lie, we will have her caught in a lie 100%. And it'll be kind of undeniable. And I got to tell you, the wheels are really coming off. So can't wait to hear Kate Moss's response. I would be willing to guess there's a journalist already flying to her location right now to find out what she says. I would imagine we'll have that headline by the end of the day. So anyway, that's it, guys. I will have you updated for day 12 tomorrow. Same time. It's always going to be around 1 to 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for these videos. I wait for everything to wrap up so I can bring you guys day-to-day coverage of this trial. Thanks for watching. Leave me your comments. What do you guys think about all this? I'd like to hear what you have to say. Also, if you would, please like and share the video. YouTube hates these videos, but I keep covering them because there's people interested in them, so I want to get this information out to you guys. So please comment, like, and share. Those really help. Those really help these videos. Also, if you would, make sure you're still subscribed. If you're new, consider subscribing today. Also, hit that notification bell, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace. Also, if you want to help support the channel, check out my Teespring store. There's a link in the description. You can find some merchandise in there that you might want to check out.